Hey guys, so in this video we're going to go through some techniques you can use from a manual therapy perspective to increase ankle dorsiflexion. So Glenn, how do we go about that?
Okay, so we've got a few different techniques. I'm going to start with the least invasive technique, if you like, for high irritability. Dorsiflexion, a big problem with a lot of my clients. It's really important that you get dorsiflexion back. It's key for running or any kind of sporting activity. Lack of dorsiflexion will lead to overpronation, and potentially lack of hip extension, lack of glute activation, so it can be really important for a lot of your clients. So if we've got a very irritable ankle, we can start with this, a really nice technique. It's essentially an AP, so an AP glide on the talus. I'm going to bring Patrick's knee up into 90 degrees of knee flexion. I'm going to stabilise his tibia with my left hand, and then I'm going to provide a AP glide on the talus with my right. So I'm just going to put that pressure through here. His foot's in slight dorsiflexion, but that's just to open up the joint slightly. And then I'm doing a nice, if you're looking at the Maitland grading system, I'm probably doing a grade 3 now, glide on the talus. So if you were looking at improving movement, which is what we're hypothesising, this will be applicable here. Okay, I'm going kind of laterally to medial, with my glide in that position as well, because that sits well with the alignment of the talus. So if we get Patrick onto his back now, we can take that a little bit further. I'm going to work on the other leg for the purposes of the video, so we're changing sides here. But I'm going to pop that under Patrick's foot and ankle just to give him a little bit more comfort. I'm going to stabilise again. I'm going to stabilise the tibia with my left hand, and I'm going to provide the AP glide now with my right hand. So same thing again, we're going laterally to medial with the glide here, and anterior posterior.
And slight plantar flexion.
Slight plantar flexion again, because we're just trying to get the maximal accessory glide on the talus, so we're opening that joint out slightly. If we wanted to take that a little bit further whilst we're on the couch, I can give Patrick a belt and we can take it into an MWM. Okay, so I'm going to put that around the foot. And I'll show you a progression from this in standing as well, which is obviously a bit more functional. And now this time I'm going to change my hands, because what I like to do with this technique is provide a little bit of overpressure with my right hand, and I'm going to provide the glide with my left now. But it's the same principle. I'm going to hook round onto the talus, and I'm going to provide that same glide, AP glide, and then Patrick, if you can pull your foot up into dorsiflexion, I'm going to maintain that glide and then release, that's it, and use your foot muscles as well, pull your foot up into dorsiflexion, that's good. That's 3, 4, we'll just do 5, probably in practice I'd start off with about 10, and I'm going to add a little bit of overpressure onto that as well. Okay, good. Obviously after that you'd compare sides again, see if you've got any improvements in your dorsiflexion objectively, and progression from that would be to take them up into a more functional weight bearing position, which we'll show in another video. But that's essentially 3 techniques there for improving ankle dorsiflexion.